They told me that there wasn't going to be a Sense8 season 2. But boy, is everybody wrong. I knew they were going to come out with the Sense8 season 2. I mean, I was recommended by it. I can't remember his name, but one of my subscribers recommended it. And the first season of Sense8 was very odd, very strange, and I won't even lie, it takes a while to really get into because it's kind of everywhere. You don't know what's going on. It's a very slow revealing of the whole kind of plot of why these people are able to sense or really to are one person, so to speak. I mean, we have characters Nomi, Lito, Will, Riley, Cassius, Wolfgang, Kayla, and Sun. And then you have also these other characters that are involved with these people's lives. I thought Sense8 really presented itself really well. It was something I've really kind of never seen before, which I really liked about it. And there was a lot of great relationships being established and are established at the closing of season 1. Season 2 picks up right after season 1, and I think this season 2 is more cohesive. I think it is more kind of, you get the plot, you get what's going on. I mean, it takes a while because it's been so long since season 1 came out, but I think it's more understandable. It's more coherent. You could basically, you know what's going on. All right, you know what's going on in this season, and there's a lot of great individual stories, even though they're all one person, if so to speak. And it's just really great where the characters are at this point. I mean, I'm not going to give too much away because I want people to go see Sense8, but what I really enjoyed was the relationship, of course, with, I think everybody did. I think almost everybody loved this relationship with Wolfgang and Kayla. We know there was a, should we be together? Should we not? I mean, we see where Kayla is. She's married. She doesn't have any kids. She kind of took Wolfgang's advice and moved on, but yet she still is in love with Wolfgang, and so is Wolfgang. And Wolfgang is still trying, where he lives at Berlin. He's just trying to, the aftermath of killing his uncle, he's just trying to survive at this point, and then also take care of his friend. We know at the season 1 he got badly hurt. I think the season really, if you love these two, I mean, every moment with these two, they just have so much great chemistry, and everybody does too. All the characters have great chemistry with each other, all the actors and stuff, but this was the heart for me. This was the heart of Sense8, was those two characters, Wolfgang and Kayla, because they're in totally two different places, yet they totally understand each other. It was just a nice little romance that I support a lot. So, and Wolfgang was just so opposite with Kayla. So in this season, it's just as good. It's just as good as season 1. It really goes somewhere. I mean, I really did enjoy the struggle with those two and what they have. They don't, as much as they don't want to be together, they know in their hearts they do. So I really did absolutely love that relationship. But another relationship that is strong, that's actually physical, is Will and Riley's relationship. We see them kind of hiding out. Will he's a junkie, which was crazy. Like, seeing the opening of Sense8 season 2 and seeing that Will was a junkie and Riley was pretty much, I don't know, I can't really remember. She was actually doing some of it. She probably was. Yeah, I think she was. I mean, they were both junkies because Will can't escape Whispers. It's not like he did it just because. I mean, he's hiding because Whispers, the guy who's pretty much after all of them, he knows where Will is. So Will has to kind of clear his mind so he doesn't find where Will and Riley is, but not and everybody else. I mean, he's holding a lot on his shoulders, and I really did like Will's character in this season, other than season 1. And if there was a main character, I think Will is that main character. He was the main character in season 1. Seeing Daryl, Hannah, Angelica, meeting Jonas, and then we see more of that relationship kind of play out little by little in season 2. And in this season, he really just holds a lot on his shoulders. I mean, Will and Riley are trying to make a happy life, but they know they have to do something in order for everybody to be safe. They need to get Whispers. They need to get this organization. They need to just take it down. But the struggle that Will has, and everybody has a struggle in the season, is that he can't go home. He can't go home. He can't go see his best friend. He can't see his dad, which I think was the most heartbreaking of them all. And he breaks sometimes in the season, and I appreciate the fact where they took his character and the whole junkie aspect to it, and he's kind of addicted to it a little bit. So I really did like where these characters are at. I don't think Riley has too much to play in this season, maybe in season 1, but I think she does have some shining moments here and there. But I feel like she's kind of just the joint of Will, and she kind of gets lost in the shuffle. But who doesn't get lost in the shuffle is Nomi. Nomi was one of those brighter characters in season 1. She's definitely the hacker of them all. And her relationship with her girlfriend, I mean, it really showcases, I think the season really showcases about love, sex, sexuality, where people's lives are at the given point. I mean, it really showcases all that. And with Nomi, she's on the run. She's on the run as well. She's trying to hide out. She's with her girlfriend, and her girlfriend I see in season 2, and this season 2, is that she generally loves Nomi because she want to be doing this for Nomi, and she want to be a fugitive for Nomi as well. Well, she's not really a fugitive, but she wouldn't be on the run with her if she didn't really love her. So I really did love that relationship as well, and I really loved what Nomi played in this whole season 2. And I love the interaction with her and Son, and we'll get to Son in a moment. Her and Son, when they're together, is pretty funny. I really did like those two working together, and that's what there were some interactions and some people talking with one another they didn't really see too much in season 1, and now you see it in season 2, and you love it. You're just like, that's kind of what I wanted in season 1. I want to see these characters interact with each other, even though they're supposed to be one person. They don't have that much interaction with each other. Another struggle in this season is Lito. Lito is trying his best. He's trying to everybody found out he's gay. He's an action hero, and that's the whole kind of premise of his story through the season, is just a lot of people, in Mexico, especially in Mexico, just really are just throwing a lot of shade on him. They're really kind of just really bringing him down. You can only imagine in this season, and you know exactly what's going to happen. It's very predictable what's going to happen to Lito because he's come out gay and he's a Mexican action star, is that he loses a lot. But it's, like I said, the love and the relationship that he has for his boyfriend, and how those two stand tall, and especially with their friend Daniela. It's really something to see. It's really something to see Lito really struggling, and his depressed moments are kind of funny too. They play it as a humor and stuff, but you see him still. I think Lito, there's a lot of great moments with Lito in this season. I don't necessarily think he was the best overall character. It's just because he kind of was doing the same thing over and over again in a lot of some of these episodes, but he has this kind of like downfall but then uprise, and then he has to do a lot of things with the responsibility, or not responsibility, but coming out as gay. So those were the interesting aspects of it, but he's doing kind of the same moping around and stuff. But he does have some moments here and there that I really enjoyed, especially when he's talking to a lot of the different people, and Wolfgang's got his back too. So I really like when Wolfgang takes over his body, or when Lito's like with Son, and him and Son I think Son is one of the characters that has a lot of interaction with all these characters, which I love, because she seems to be more in touch with everybody. And when she's in touch with Lito in this season, I really enjoyed it as well. So going to Son, I think Son's story was the more impactful one. I think the revenge story was, we've seen it before, but it had the more intense, of course, had more action moments of a lot of the different characters. And some of the characters definitely have a lot of action moments, especially Wolfgang. But I think Son, and wanting to get back at her brother, and just this whole trying to escape from prison, and then seeing where we see more of her backstory, we see more of why she is who she is, and maybe certain characters that she's come across, which I absolutely love. I think Son is the most strongest character in Sense8, and I think season 2 just really helps her character this season. I mean, I think we really got to really know Soon a little bit more, and we really got to feel Soon a little bit more. And she's just one of the characters that you really just root for. She's the underdog. She's the one that has been doing the right thing, and the right thing always bites her in the ass. But I really feel like her story was the more impactful, and we were the more rooting for her to succeed than maybe the other characters. The other character in here that I'm sad to see that he got replaced. It took me a while to get used to the replacement, but it was Cassius. Cassius was they replaced the actor. The actor who's playing him right now in season 2, he was fine. He did a fine job. It's just that it's hard with this. I hate replacements in general. I hate replacements when they replace an actor and on this, for a different season or a different movie, but it's the same character. I mean, I feel like I just feel like for Sense8 it's more of a heartbreak, because these characters have been so much in season 1, and it's all about connecting with each other, and being able to swap bodies and stuff. And we've seen, that actor did a fantastic job in season 1. And I'm not saying season 2's this guy doesn't do a great job as well, this new actor, but it's just, it sucks. It sucks to see that, I didn't follow you in season 1. Now I'm following you in season 2. You're a different actor, and he doesn't look nothing like the other actor, just to let you know. That's why when I first saw him, when he first appears in season 2, I'm like, whoa, is that Cassius? Like that's not the same actor. I got to look this up. And I was right. It's not the same actor. And he does it, but he does a good job. I do like where they take his story. I'm just, just a little irked that I wish it was the same actor, but I do like where they take his story and what he's trying to do for Kenya. I believe it's Kenya, and what he's trying to help his people, man. And he finds out a lot of shady shit that's happening over there. So I think that was more, it's more the politics side of that one, and I really did enjoy that. I enjoyed a lot of these individuals' stories, even Kayla still struggling between Wolfgang and her husband, but there's something there as well. There's something there that we find out towards like the middle of the season and at the end, that there's some crazy shit that happens once we start drawing season 2 down to a close. There's a lot of craziness. All right, there's a lot of unexpected things that happen, which I really appreciate. I was like, holy crap, like I didn't think that was gonna happen. We see a lot of the other characters. Whispers does a great job. The actor who plays him, he's a great villain. We see Jonas come back. We see Angelica come back. Of course, a little flashback. Sure, we really dwell into what happened, like how they end up being where they were at and how this all kind of came together. And what's so cool is we get into more of, okay, are these the only people who are able to connect with each other? And I'm just going to leave it at that. I mean, I think we all asked that question multiple times while watching this. So I think Sense8 season 2 did a fantastic job. I think the characters where they're at right now from the start of season 2 and where they're at the end is really phenomenal. I think it just really I think season 2 was better than season 1, just because season 1 was just a little bit slower and it really just takes a lot to pick up. But Sense8 season 2 really has some beautiful shots. Of course, you're always going to get some beautiful slow-mo shots and these kind of like little music video kind of shot takes too, but and you get a little bit of a callbacks from season 1. But what I think Sense8 season 2 does great this time around is it ups the action, which I really appreciate. I think the action was really intense and really great. The acting is once again stellar in season 2. I will say though that there is some jokes in here that just really cringeworthy jokes. It starts becoming like a sitcom comedy. Some moments here and there, which I just really don't understand. It just doesn't belong in this type of series, and you'll see it when you're watching season 2, that there's like moments where it just kind of takes you out of it. I think there's a couple moments. There's lesser moments like that in season 1. That's what season 1 does great, but season 2 does try to play that, and it's just the Wachowskis doing what the Wachowskis do. But I do think the Wachowski did a great job. I think they've created something that is really special. We had The Matrix, which was cool. Of course, all their movies have been kind of bombs at this point, but with Sense8, I think they're really great with Netflix and the teamwork they have, because they're able to kind of explore a lot of different kind of ideologies, ideas, and like I said, sexuality, love, just a lot of what it means to different lives, and what it means like for where all these people are at, and like learning about, you know, who they are and what they are. So I really do think the Wachowskis do a fantastic job, and they've created something really special here. And I think season 2 never lets up. I think this is a perfect perfect hand to hand with season 1. Beautiful, like I said, direction was very beautifully done. I think what really drives this season is just where the characters, the core is the characters, and the core is what the characters are doing and what they have to do to really be truly safe. The downfall is the last season. The season finale was a little bit like the very end was really. It didn't live up to the hype of the season finale. I think the season finale was just kind of a dud, and it could have been so much better, but it's not. It is what it is. It does open doors for a season 3. I hope there's a season 3. I mean, if there's not a season 3, then I think season 2 was kind of a waste, but season 3 needs to happen, and honestly, I can't wait. I think season 2 was fantastic. I think it delivered all the shots you wanted. I think if you were a fan of the season 1, we're back, baby. We're back to Sense8. So I want to thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. I am Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son, and you can find more videos on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you guys.